Hey yo, what's going on guys? My name is Isma and I'd like to welcome you all back to another episode of the Warhammer 40k Tacticus playthrough. In today's episode, I want to do something a bit different. It's something I haven't done before, even though this event has happened multiple times. It's Tournament Arena. So, unlike regular Arena, this is going to be actual PvP where we go against real players. So, I'm pretty excited and let's see how we'll do. So, without further ado, I hope you all enjoy and let's begin. So I did play this game once before to kind of see how everything plays, but unfortunately I did lose that battle, so I hope I can do better from here on. But this is the team we're going to be running: Tajak, Archimatos, Vindicta, Bellator, and Certus. So our first person is Kuro Design. Okay, looks like he's running a pretty what's this? A pretty high level team, so this player's probably been playing the game for a while now. So I do not think we could win this one, but I'll try my best. So firstly he moves up his reverse and it's taken a while to actually do anything. Okay, so he does move his winged prime onto the damage power up, and he slightly moves everyone else up. So first, let's move Tajak onto the health power up and Bellator onto the melee hits power up, and let's see if we can take out the Winged Prime before we can spawn the Tyranid Warrior, because that will be very troublesome. And looks like unfortunately we are able to eliminate him, so that is pretty good. We're up 5-4 in terms of units. And one of the reasons I brought Tajak is for his infiltrate trait, which would work perfect in situations like this, such as going against Ravas and Calandus, and also his anti-psyker trait would work really well against Abraxas and Neurotrope. So yeah, he's kind of like my wildcard, so I'm gonna try to keep him alive. Well, he does have the health power up, so he is way more tanky than he usually should be, but still I'm assuming he can die pretty easily if I put him out of place. So yeah, but right now I'm looking to ooh, that's unfortunate. We almost managed to eliminate the shield drone. Oh, shield drones are kind of tanky. Okay, we can only summon 2 Inceptors this turn, but I'll hold off on that. I want to get as many Inceptors as I can, so that even if the game goes on for a bit longer, we'll have some extra backup. Also, can't really push anyone forward since Ravas does so much more damage in Overwatch. But yeah, so his turn now, so let's see what he does. Okay, he actually moved up and eliminated our Archimatos. I believe he got a bunch of crits, that's the only reason he was able to. And also our Vindicta is down. So all we're left with is Certus, Bellator, and Tajak. Alright, ooh, that is unfortunate. We were almost able to eliminate Abraxas. I was hoping for a crit, but it's alright. Let's see. Let's move Tajak back as well as Bellator, and let's continue. Okay, so he moved up his Abraxas and Calandus to eliminate our Certus, so it's a 4 versus 2, favoring him. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna use the summons on the Ravas since she has the close combat weakness, and even though we only get 3, if we can eliminate her or one of the others, this is gonna be really helpful. I'm gonna send Tajak into their backline, so I'm gonna use his grapple on Abraxas. That is actually very nice. We were able to get a crit and eliminate him. Okay, our Bellator is down, so it's now a 3 versus 1. But I do have the extra health, so that is pretty beneficial to me, as well as having the trait where I deal extra damage to psychers and they deal less damage to me, so the neurotrope isn't gonna do anything to me. And I take out the Calandus. Since the neurotrope doesn't really do much to me, I'm prioritizing everyone else who will deal more damage, so I think we could actually win this. And also our summons from Bellator are helping us keep away the remainder of the Necrons, the AI that's spawning. I think we can actually win this. Okay, I do decide to take out the neurotrope here. Hit him with a good game, and yeah, it's pretty much over because I have more than 60% of my health, which is tripled, and he hits me with a well played. Much appreciated, and this should be a good game. And it is. Okay, so this was very nice. A game I thought I couldn't have won, I did win, so that was pretty awesome. Okay, so let's move to our second match and see who we are playing against and what composition they are running. Okay, this player has a standard name, probably didn't decide to change it. Alright, we hit him with a high. So they're running an Angrax, an Elderon, a Vindicta, a Calandus, and an Archmatos. Now our Tajak might be really good here again, but the problem with versus Elderon is that he picked up the armor, and since Tajak has physical damage, Tajak wouldn't really do much against an Elderon with double the amount of armor. Basically has Marked and Gravis. And also he did something wrong. He could have deep struck his Angrax onto my health buff, but since he didn't do that, I basically still get it for free on my Bellator, which now my Bellator, who has Marked and Gravis, now has 3 times the amount of health, so he's gonna survive for a pretty long time. Alright, let's slightly move everyone up. I'm gonna try to steal his red buff. Sorry, not red buff. Is health buff. So yeah. Right there, his Elderon didn't do much. Neither did his Archmatos. And Calandus actually did a little bit of damage. Okay, so I'm thinking I could move Tajak onto the health buff and then grapple over to Archmatos. Let's see if he'll eliminate him. Yes, it does. So that's 2 for 2. Ooh, and I actually accidentally made a mistake attacking Calandus in melee because of her trait, which allows her to attack back, and she can also crit from that, and since she has a very high crit damage and crit percentage, that eliminated our Archmatos, so that was my bad. We almost are able to take out their Vindicta. She remains on less than 10 health, I believe. Alright, so he managed to eliminate one of our regular Inceptors, so that's a bit unfortunate, but luckily he didn't go for any of our regular units like Certus or Vindicta, so that is, in my book, that's a win. His Elderon doesn't do anything in terms of damage against me, so no worries there. And his Vindicta actually can't get far away to do a ranged attack, so she has to use her regular melee attack, which also doesn't do much. We managed to eliminate her with one of our melee attacks from our Vindicta, because she was on Razor Wire, she took way more damage. And now, ooh, nice. Oh, which one is it? The Termagant, I believe, took out his Calandus, so all that's left for him is his Elderon. And yeah, he's not gonna do much, so this should be GG for me. It's gonna be a... Oh, never mind, he retreated. Guess he values his time, and I appreciate that. So do I. Alright, so that's our second battle finished. Oh yes, we do get chest in this as well, and I believe from these chests we get, yes, energy, and oh yes, for this tournament arena we do get actor shards, so yeah. But onto our third battle, we are going against Tons, I believe. So they are running a Calandus, a Bellator, an Aliphanol, a Commissar Yarick, and an Archimatos. In terms of units, I say they have the better units, but we shall see. So I managed to get the damage power up on Vindicta and the health power up on Archimatos. Currently our incursion from Archimatos can only summon 3 Bloodletters, so let's hope we can get it onto one of the squishier targets and deal some damage. So this is kind of bad for me how the Aliphanol went on to the health power. Because of his living metal trait, he's going to regenerate 10% of his health, but since his health is tripled, that's going to be... he's still going to get the same 10% healing, but it's just going to be way more of his health being regenerated, so that's a bit of a pain for me. And since Aliphanol is a healer, he can just heal himself and let the AI that keeps spawning take me out indefinitely, so yeah. But other than that, we are currently doing okay. We did take out his Calandus and his Bellator, as well as he did waste his incursion on my Archimatos, which is kind of beneficial to me. But that, however, is going to be annoying to deal with, the Commissar's Guardsman, and also he did use his summons from Aliphanol. Fortunately, Tajak was able to survive, so we're still in this game. Okay, so let's get Tajak out of this group, and oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so the Commissar survives because of his resilient trait, and the swarm reanimates itself. Okay, he tries to eliminate my Tajak, and my Tajak is still holding out, so this is very good. He's wasting more attacks on something that shouldn't be surviving that long. Okay, nice, we were able to take out his Archimatos and his Yarick, so it's only his Aliphanol left. But remember, I did state that the problem with Aliphanol is that he can indefinitely heal. But hopefully I do have enough damage to take him out, so we can prevent that from happening. Alright, I think this is GG. Oh, very nice. We got a third hit from Archimatos' trait, as well as all of his hits were crits, so that instantly killed the Aliphanol, so that was very good. Our fourth battle... is this our fourth battle? No, I believe this is our third battle. Our third battle is a success. Okay, so hopping into our fourth battle, we are going against someone with an Archimatos, a Varatagirius, a Vindicta, Bellator, and an Emosfec. So Emosfec, if we get into range of him, is gonna do a decent amount of damage, but he's also gonna be kind of good in going against the swarms, since his passive just continues on. Okay, so one good thing though is that we did manage to get our Bellator into or onto the health power up, and we got a Tajak onto the armor power up. Now that isn't gonna do much against characters like Var and Archimatos, but it is gonna do a lot against the other three characters, the Bellator, the Emospec, and the Vindictor. But Archimatos uses his summons on me as well as attacks me with Fire, so I think this is pretty good. Actually, he deals less damage than I thought he would, but that is his regular attack after all, not his active ability. So let's actually... Okay, we eliminate him using the damage power up and the 2 hits from Archie's melee attack. So now let's see if we can... Okay. Need to clear these bloodletters because they're gonna be a bit of a pain. Okay, we managed to clear both of them out and his Varro, but we sacrificed our Tijak in the process, but I think it's okay since he can't really do much, I would say, because it's currently now a 4 versus 3. Wait, is it 3? He has Vindicta, Archimate. No. Wait, am I missing somebody? Oh yes, the Bellator. My apologies. Yeah, so it's 4 vs 3, Archimatos, Vindicta, and Bellator. Both Bellator and Archimatos just use their actives as well as Vindicta. And now I say we finish this. So we use our bloodletters on Archimatos to kill him quickly. Then we can, who should I prioritize? Actually, I'm gonna use my summons on this Tyranid over here so that we can get more summons, because the rest of the units are in positions where we won't get too many of our Inceptors to come in. And we currently have, from Vindicta's passive, a large amount of crit chance, so her next attack should be a guaranteed crit almost. But his Vindicta is pretty much dead, she doesn't have anywhere to go, and his Bellator is still at full health, but considering how much units we have, yes, he's dead now. And we hit him with a good game, and the match is finished. Alright, 4th battle, very nice. On to our 5th. Okay, so our 5th battle, we're going against Paladin. So we get a good spawn, we can move Tijak up to the melee hits, and Bellator up to the health power up, so Tijak now has 8 hits and Bellator has 3 times the amount of health. He is running, however, a pretty dangerous comp with the Winged Prime, Vindicta, Commissar, Archimatos, and Ravas. Ravas, I would say, being one of the bigger threats. As actually everyone's, I'd say, as equal as a threat, because they can either summon a lot of units or dish out a lot of damage. So we're gonna have to look, and we're gonna have to play this very carefully. So he moves everyone up, he summons his Tyranid Warrior on the damage, as well as he puts his Commissar on the armor power up, and I did just manage to luckily eliminate Vindicta, so that is pretty good in my opinion. Now let's see if, okay, we're actually doing some work. We eliminate his Archimatos, and we take care of Ravas's drones. I'm gonna try this. Actually, that wasn't as helpful as I would hoped it would have been. But we do get 2 summons of the Inceptors on the Commissar, but I think he's gonna summon his Guardsmen now. Also, the Tyranid Warrior managed to take out 2 of our Bloodletters. Ooh, our Archimatos survives, just barely though. So let's see how much use we can get out of him, because he's most likely gonna be dead in the next turn, either from the spawns on the map or our opponent's gonna take him out. Okay, so it just got dealt a decent amount of damage, but he's still alive, so all is good. Okay, this is very nice. I managed to get 2 crits on Archimatos, so 2 Bloodletters are summoned, and I managed to take out the Tyranid Guard. sorry, Tyranid Warrior, even with his passive shield. So that is okay. Things are looking pretty good for me. And his Ravas is almost dead as well, so all we have to worry of now is the Commissar, which is our biggest problem, since he has resilient, extra armor, and he still hasn't used... oh wait, he did use his summons. Well, he shouldn't be much of a problem. The biggest problem is that Winged Prime, since he has so much movement and he can summon more Hormagaunts. Or is it Termagants? I don't know. The Tyranids, I kinda get confused with the Tyranid summons. Okay, so his Ravas finally eliminates our Certus, so should be okay, I'd say. The Ravas is almost dead, Commissar Yarik's almost dead. And he moves up and summons one of his units. Alright, so let's eliminate Ravas first and foremost. And then only 2 left, so we're even in terms of troops. And he actually only has 1 guardsman left, so yeah. Alright, our boy Tajak is still alive. Now he's dead unfortunately, but this should be GG's. Yeah, Commissar Yarik's only at 1 HP now, so regardless of what happens, this is a win. And that is GG's. Let's move on to our 6th battle. Alright, our opponent's called Timeline. They are running a Emospec, a Makotep, which actually is pretty good for us. Well, pretty good for him, since he gets +1 movement, but he also has an Alafnal, a Bellator, and an Harkin. He moves up and claims the damage on Emospec and the hits on Alafnal, as well as the armor on Harkin, but we move up to get the melee hits on Tajak and the health increase on Bellator. Let's see if we can actually eliminate his Harkin so he doesn't get any value. I think we can actually. And we are able to. Okay, his Bellator did absolutely nothing to my Tajak. And we are able to survive the swarms because of his camo cloak in addition, my apologies, to the trenches, which takes to reduce -50% damage from enemies outside of trenches. Okay, so I think this should be another win for us. We take out the Isle of Null, so no healing for him. And let's get rid of some of these swarms using Vindictive. As well as some damage with Bellator. Yeah, we got a decent amount of damage, but let's take out this final swarm to reduce some of the... Okay, we get pretty good crits on our tomatoes. Alright, so he moves up his Emospec and almost... no way, that is actually insane. He used his Emospec's ability as well as a Makotep's attack. Oh, that is pretty worthwhile in my opinion. Like, the longer an enemy takes to take out a really weak unit is more beneficial to you, because then that leaves the rest of your units being healthier in the long run, so that is pretty awesome. But in the meantime, while I was saying that, we did get summons of Inceptors off on the Emospec, so he shouldn't do much. And this should be GG's. We have our Bellator, our Archie, our Vindictor, and our Certus, who is barely alive, versus his Emospec and his Makotep. And that is Demon's effect finished. So now just one Hotep and this will be the final round. We do lose our Certus to the Ripper Swarm, but GG's. Alright, our next opponent is running a Sockwell, a Ulf, Calandus, Archimetos, and a Harkin. Ulf is going to be our biggest problem here because we have two characters that can summon units, and he is kind of like the anti-summon character. So any summon that comes close to him is almost always going to be dead. Okay, so how do we handle this? Can I eliminate Calandus? Oh, just barely, actually, wait, am I able to? Wait. Okay, let's move Belt over here, and yes, we managed to eliminate Calandus, and we can, in our next turn, we can get Vindicta onto the armor power up. Okay, I think that was just a regular attack from Harkin. But Ulf's, we're gonna have to be careful of Ulf's active. Alright, he gets the health power on Sockwell, which makes Sockwell pretty tanky. Okay, so we take out his Harkin, and now we have armor on Vindicta, a lot of armor on Vindicta. So how we're gonna play this is, I'm thinking of playing this a bit slowly, letting the Homogons and the Tomogons chip away at his units, since we can't really get close to them to deal any damage. So yeah. I'm gonna try to take out Ulf here actually. Okay, very nice, we are able to take him out. Let's see, how many? Okay, we get 3 summons off Bellator. I don't think Sockwell will be able to go anywhere, so we still have a chance, I would say. Okay, I don't think we could win this one. His Archimetos is gonna deal a lot of damage. I'm still gonna try, because I actually do manage to eliminate the Archimetos, but no. Yeah, I don't think we could win this. Okay. Yeah, there's not really much I could do, because even if I don't go directly to attack Sockwell, the summons are just gonna eliminate me, so it's a lose-lose regardless. So well played out of him. The sending Sockwell on the health power-up was a really smart play. Okay, so we're now on to our final battle for this video. So we are going against a player who is running Bellator, Certus, Vindicta, same as us, but his differences are Varatigirius and Commissar. I really want the Commissar, but he's kind of like, for being a rare character, he is one of the rarest characters of that specific rarity. Alright, so let's do what we were doing before. Let's move Bellator onto the health and Archimetos onto the melee hits, like how we've done every single time on this map. Actually, let's see. Okay, we got a crit, so the Bellator shield is almost gone. I think he did a misplay, because he could have moved Varo onto the health power up, denying me of that power, and he could have eliminated that Tyranid using Vindicta or Certus. But he didn't, so that's a bit beneficial to us. But he used his summons, which for Commissary Arak, you don't really want to use your summons early. How his ability works is, the more of your friendly units that die, be it summons or characters, you get an additional guardsman to summon. I believe you can summon up to 4 at regular levels, so yeah. But he only got 2 because he didn't let any of his other units die, and for that we are able to punish him. Alright, we take out Bellator's Inceptor, well, his Bellator's Inceptor, and I think this should be pretty easy. I don't think this player knows what they are doing in terms of the characters, because he just wasted all his summons from both of his summoners very early, which those 2 summons are characters you want to use their summons a little bit later into the match. Alright, he uses his active ability from Varo, didn't really do much damage. The thing about Varo's ability is that it doesn't really do that much damage, but the great thing about it is that it's able to hit a large amount of enemies, so yeah. But this is GG, we were able to wipe the slate, we didn't lose a single one of our main characters, so this was pretty awesome. And let's do some upgrades, shall we? Let's upgrade Certus's... Actually, yeah, I'll go with Certus's Mortis round since that deals a lot of damage. Alright, so let's now claim some rewards. That is 50 Anufet shards for free. I will take that. That is very much appreciated. And looks like we can gain an additional 70 afterwards. But now we have an additional requisition order, so once we get, I believe, 3 more, we can do another 10 pull. Now back to upgrades. We upgrade Sniper Wrecker once, and I think that's all. So yeah. So this was pretty fun, ladies and gentlemen. We did lose 2 battles. One I did put in the video, and another I didn't show because it was just I lost way too quick. So yeah. But I do hope you all did enjoy. I can't wait to see you all in the next video, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.